Good morning, gamers. It is I, AlanMissingno. Yes, this is my voice. In this video, I'm doing a post commentary for a battle I did a while ago. If you go on to enjoy this video, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and yeah, let's start the battle. So before the battle begins, I just want to show why I brought each Loomian. I don't want to bore you guys with it, so I'll just put it on screen right now. Alright, so they lead Eruptodon, which I don't really have a solid switch into. So I go Garbantis just because it can resist Mud Spatter, which they'll probably click. And they do in fact go for the Mud Spatter, which is fine. I can threaten them out with Clay Slap because I do carry that. Since it is super effective, they probably won't want to take it. So they stay in Brando, which is kind of confusing for me because you wouldn't want to take this Clay Slap, but I guess they just assumed I didn't carry it. I get crit, which is pretty good. I'll lower their speed with the super effective Clay Slap, and I'll regain some health with my health amulet. Alright, so I stay in and Clay Slap them, but they go for the Magnum Block. I'm gonna take some chip, but I do have health amulet, so I can recover that back. So they switch out, going into Stratosaur, which they probably should have done turn 1, but whatever. So, it doesn't affect it. I switch into Meditoad for obvious reasons, it being that it can resist both its moves and hit it for quad effective. They go for the Air Blade, which I resist with my Meditoad. So here I slap down just because I want to scout out what they're going to switch into. They actually go into Tatab here, which is fantastic because I can get that out of the way right off the bat. And Tatab being gone lets me sack off Vesperatu since I no longer need it. So they go Obsidian here. I go into my Garbantis here just because it can resist Earthquake or Megachomp, which they'll probably use. So the Obsidian goes for the Earthquake. My Garbantis resists it and then gets some health back with its amulet. I rest here just because Stratosaur is probably going to come in and I just want energy back instead of wasting time getting minimal chip. And as you can see, Stratosaur comes back in and I get all my energy back. I go into the Meditoad here just because that's what it does. They go Munch Wheel, which is fine. They bulk up here, so they don't see me as a threat just yet. I tried to tase it, try and get some speed control. So they do get the rev up boost. I know they aren't amulet because they didn't take any, or they didn't recover any HP. They go for the Megachomp, which did more than I expected, to be quite honest. I should not have stayed in here, but I did. I get some chip with Thunderslam, which is fine. They get another rev up boost, so they're now at neutral speed. So here I'm like debating what to do. Because I kind of made a misplay here. I should not have let my Meditoad get that low. So I go into Vesperatu just because it can resist Megachomp and probably do a decent amount with Slapdown. So it resists the Megachomp, gets another rev up boost, so the Munch Wheel is at +1. I go for the Slapdown just for damage. So I slapped on their energy orb. They actually get paralyzed, so I don't know what move they carry. So here I believe I'm doing a calc to see if it allowed speed me. I don't remember exactly what I calced, but I think here I went for the shadow sprint. So I go for the priority shadow sprint, fearing the Munch Wheel outspeeding me and carrying Blaze Chomp, but it didn't have Blaze Chomp, it had Double Whack, which means I could have just slapped down there and killed it probably, but it's whatever. So they switch out into Obsidian, rightly so, because it does resist Shadow Sprint. Get the Resilience boost. So I go into Garbantis, try and take the hit. They do protect me and go into their own Stratosaur, which is a good read on their part. So here, I notice my Metatoad is very low. So I'm checking my Volkaloa, trying to see if I have Fire Slam or Blaze Chomp, which I do not. I do realize I have my Gabademic here, and they've revealed all 5 of their Loomians, so they don't carry, or they didn't bring Luminami, so I don't need this anymore. So I go into this, trying to get the health gift. I know an Airblade crit won't kill. So I go for the health gift into my Metatoad, trying to get all that HP back. I also waste the Stratosaur's energy, which is minimal, but it did its job. I get all my HP back on my Metatoad, which allows me to switch into Stratosaur more later on. So I go for the Thunder Slam, trying to get a hit on Stratosaur, but obviously they switch. So I go into my Garbantis as the Earthquake, which I resist. I recover that back with my Amulet. So they go into their Stratosaur once again. I chip it with Battering Ram. So I go into my Metatoad, as always, it's the normal switch. They let their guard down, predicting me to go into Metatoad. So here I Cycle Slap, predicting the Obsidian to come in, but they actually go Eruptodon. Or Munch Wheel, rather, not Eruptodon. Which is fine, I can take it out. So they go Eruptodon here, which is, scary because I don't really have a hard swap to it. Well, there is Garbantis and then Combustible Volkaloa, but it's not the most efficient. They go for the Magma Block, predicting me to, tase them, Thunder Slam, Cycle Slap, I don't know. So I go into my Metatoad, predicting Stratosaurs to come in. And I do get the Stratosaur read. So here I rest, predicting because Obsidian's coming in. I don't want to accidentally waste some energy on a Cycle Slap when I can't even follow up. So I believe right here I'm doing the calc for how much a Cycle Slap will do to an Obsidian. I believe I might be able to 2-hit KO here, so I actually go for the Cycle Slap. So my opponent actually predicts me to go into Garbantis, so they actually go into Stratosaur. If I had Thunder Slam there, I probably could have won the game straight up, but I didn't, unfortunately. So I just Cycle Slap again, just because Obsidian will come in, like, no matter what. There is no other play here. Yeah, so they do get a Resilience boost, which won't matter because Cycle Slap hits on the range side. They are faster than me, so they go for the Beast Slumber, which is unfortunate. They will raise their range defense and also heal back some damage. So I go for a Cycle Slap here and raise their melee defense even more. So here I go into my Vesperado, just trying to get HP back. Not that I really need to, since Vesperado is kind of useless, and we'll see what I do with Vesperado later. Yeah, so I go for the Revival, abusing the Obsidian, who is asleep right now. So I slapped on here trying to remove their item, but I guess they didn't have an item, or maybe I already knocked it off earlier in the battle, I don't remember. So they wake up, they Primal Slash. I live the Primal Slash as expected. So I go Garbantis here, as they Primal Slash. So I save Vesperado just because I can use it as a sack for Eruptodon and get my Volkaloa in, because I know Volkaloa can basically sweep as soon as it gets to like +2, +4 maybe, and their Eruptodon is low on energy. I go for a Battering Ram here, trying to scout out what they'll go into. They switch into Stratosaur here, so I click Battering Ram trying to get some chip, and I actually do get the melee defense drop, which is pretty good. I go into my Meditoad here, just because I wanted to eat the hit. So they predict me going into Meditoad, so they go into their own Eruptodon. I think they assumed I would go Garbantis here, so they Fire Breath, which is fine. It takes out my Vesperado, which is something I wanted to happen. So Vesperado goes down, and I can actually get my Volkaloa in here, just because it doesn't have enough energy to Mud Spatter, so I can get a Brawn Boost off. And from here, the game is pretty much already won. They wait here, trying to get back some more energy. So I get the Brawn Boost off. So then I hit it with Primal Slash just because I don't want Obsidian coming in. They let their Eruptodon go down, rightly so. They go Stratosaur here. So I Coconut Bomb just because it's my best move here. And I can actually do over half. So I can 2-hit KO the Stratosaur, I believe. They perch here, trying to get back some HP. So trying to waste my energy, I believe, they go into Obsidian, taking the resisted Coconut Bomb hit. It will raise their melee defense up, which is unfortunate. So I go for the super effective Primal Slash. Almost kills. If it had crit, it would have killed, but it didn't, so unfortunate. They use Earthquake. I do live the hit. If they went for a Primal Slash here, they probably could have killed me, which is kind of a blunder on their part. But even then, their Obsidian is too low to be doing much of anything, so I could have just gone Garbantis and then Meditoad. I go for the Coconut Bomb here, just because I don't want Stratosaur coming in for free. I rest up here, knowing they either have to Air Blade or Perch, and they do choose to Perch. At this point, the game is already won. They can't really do anything here. They either have to let their Stratosaur go down or their Obsidian go down. So I go for the Coconut Bomb here. They go for the Air Blade trying to kill me, which I guess they didn't realize Coconut Bomb had recoil. Yeah, so basically I just Thunder Slam here, and that's basically the game won. They either have to stay in and lose their Stratosaur, which then allows me to go into my Garbantis, or they have to switch into their Obsidian, which is too low to take the hit. They forfeit here, knowing they can't really do anything. So yeah, that's the battle done. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and yeah, see you later.